Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going deep on retirement planning, but with a twist. We're not talking about starting from zero. We're assuming you've already been saving. You've got a nice little nest egg in your 401k or IRA.
Yeah.
So now what? How do you make that money last without losing it all if the market tanks?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Especially when you're making that shift
Yeah,
from saving to actually needing to spend that money.
right. It's a different ballgame. Our source today calls it the other option, indexed annuities. They might just be the answer.
Yeah.
To balancing market risk with inflation risk.
Definitely a sweet spot a lot of people are looking for. They end up stuck between a rock and a hard place and think the safe route is just moving it all to CDs.
The so-called safe route. But are CDs really safe? I mean, have you seen the interest rates these days? Our source mentions 0.69% for a 3-month CD. You're losing money to inflation with that.
Basically, yeah. Even with a 5-year CD at 2.37%, inflation's probably still going to eat that up.
It's like a slow drip.
Yeah.
And the longer you're retired, the worse it gets. Then you start withdrawing for living expenses. And it just gets scarier from there.
Yeah, no one wants to outlive their savings.
And you know what really struck me? The author's personal story. His dad had to go back to work after the tech bubble burst, even though he had a retirement plan. If a financial expert can't even get it right,
It makes you wonder.
it really does. Have you ever thought about that? What would you do if your portfolio tanked?
Oh, absolutely. It's scary to think about. It makes you realize how important it is to consider every option, like indexed annuities.
Right, indexed annuities, that's the other option. The source material compares them to insuring your house. Like imagine you've got this beautiful $500,000 home, paid off, free and clear. Would you leave it uninsured?
No way.
Of course not. But that's what a lot of us are doing with our retirement savings.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Retirement savings are even more important than a house.
Definitely.
It's your future.
Yeah.
So indexed annuities are like an insurance policy.
Yeah, they're all about protection. But they also have potential for growth. It's not about eliminating risk completely. That's impossible. It's about managing it so you can actually enjoy your retirement.
So they're like a hybrid. Part investment, part insurance.
Exactly. They combine the best of both worlds. Somewhere between a fixed annuity and a variable annuity.
Okay, I'm intrigued. I gotta be honest. I've heard some iffy things about annuities. What's the real deal?
Yeah, they do have a bit of a mixed reputation. Sometimes it's just a misunderstanding. Indexed annuities can be a bit complicated.
That's why we're having this conversation, right?
Exactly.
To break it all down. So let's get into it. What makes indexed annuities so appealing? Especially for someone who really wants to understand their options.
Well, for starters, they offer penalty-free withdrawal.
Oh, that's great. Way better than being locked into a CD.
Yeah, you usually have the flexibility to withdraw up to 10% of your account value each year, no penalty. So if you need cash or want to treat yourself, you're not trapped.
That's huge. Peace of mind knowing I can access my money. But wouldn't those withdrawals eat into my principal and limit my potential growth?
That's where the tax-deferred growth comes in. You only pay taxes when you withdraw the money. So your interest compounds on those deferred taxes, leading to faster growth than a taxable investment.
Interesting. So my money's working harder behind the scenes,
Yeah.
even while it's protected.
Yeah, you got it.
And what about beneficiary designations? The source mentioned those are important.
Oh, they're crucial. They let you bypass probate, which can be a real headache for your heirs. Lengthy and expensive. With an indexed annuity, you name a beneficiary, and they get the money directly. Nice and easy.
Whew, that's a relief. Simplifying things for my loved ones.
That's what it's all about.
It sounds like indexed annuities are designed
Yeah,
to make things easier for everyone involved.
absolutely. And there's another feature that offers real peace of mind. The lifetime income option.
Oh yeah, what's that?
It lets you convert your indexed annuity into a stream of income you can't outlive.
Whoa, like a guaranteed paycheck for life.
Yep, pretty much. It's great for people who worry about running out of money.
Definitely appealing. Indexed annuities really do offer a lot. Flexibility, security, more than other retirement options.
You do.
Anything else I should know about?
Well, some indexed annuities offer upfront bonuses when you make the initial deposit. A little something extra to sweeten the deal.
Wow, okay, this is starting to sound really good. But I'm guessing there are some caveats. Nothing's ever perfectly straightforward with finances.
You're right. There are some things to keep in mind. For example, the way interest is calculated. It can vary between different indexed annuities. There might be caps on potential gains or participation rates that affect how much you benefit from index growth.
So it's not one size fits all.
Exactly. That's why you need to work with a specialist. a qualified financial professional, someone who really knows indexed annuities.
Makes sense. But isn't that expensive? Hiring a financial advisor. I'm trying to save money, not spend more.
It's a common misconception. Usually the commission for selling an indexed annuity, it's paid by the insurance company, not the client.
Really? So I get expert advice for free.
You got it. And sometimes working with a financial professional can actually get you a better deal. They have access to more options and might find you a better bonus structure.
So it's not just about advice, it's about getting a better overall package.
Exactly.
Before we started, I thought indexed annuities were super complicated and maybe a little shady. But now I'm seeing them in a different light. They offer growth, protection, and tax advantages. Perfect for someone like me, who values security and flexibility in retirement.
I'm glad we could open your eyes to the possibilities.
Me too.
Yeah,
It's all about having the right information to make the best decisions.
that's what we're here for.
But I do have one last question. It's been bugging me. If indexed annuities are so great, why don't we hear more about them? Why aren't they more popular?
Good question. There are a few possible explanations. Firstly, they're still relatively new compared to 401ks and IRAs, so there's a learning curve for both financial professionals and investors.
So they're kind of flying under the radar.
Yeah, you could say that. Plus, the financial industry. It's built around products with ongoing fees. Indexed annuities have an upfront commission structure, so they don't really fit that model and might not get as much attention from traditional advisors.
Makes you think. Whose interests are really being served? But in the end, having more options is a good thing for consumers.
I agree.
More tools in the toolbox.
Knowledge is power. The more you know, the better decisions you can make.
Well said. This whole deep dive, and it's really opened my eyes to something new, something I hadn't even considered before. And now I'm seeing how valuable indexed annuities could be, especially for someone who wants growth and protection. Plus, those tax advantages.
It sounds like you're starting to see the big picture.
I am. But this is just the beginning. There's still so much more for me to learn before I make any decisions.
That's the key takeaway. Keep learning, keep researching, and talk to a specialist, a qualified financial professional, someone who can help you tailor a strategy that fits your needs.
It's all about taking action, putting that knowledge to work.
Exactly. Sometimes it means stepping outside your comfort zone and exploring those other options.
I'm definitely feeling more confident now, more empowered. After this deep dive into indexed annuities, who knew they were so interesting?
It's all about uncovering those hidden gems.
And challenging the status quo.
Absolutely.
To everyone listening, we hope you're feeling empowered too. This is your retirement, your future. You have the power to take control and make informed decisions.
So keep diving deep, keep learning, keep asking questions. You might be surprised by what you find.
Until next time, stay curious and stay informed. So they're kind of flying under the radar.
Yeah, you could say that. Plus, the financial industry, it's built around products with ongoing fees. Indexed annuities have an upfront commission structure, so they don't really fit that model and might not get as much attention from traditional advisors.
Makes you think whose interests are really being served. But in the end, having more options is a good thing for consumers.
I agree.
More tools in the toolbox.
Knowledge is power. The more you know, the better decisions you can make.
Well said. This whole deep dive, it's really opened my eyes to something new, something I hadn't even considered before. And now I'm seeing how valuable indexed annuities could be, especially for someone who wants growth and protection, plus those tax advantages.
It sounds like you're starting to see the big picture.
I am. But this is just the beginning. There's still so much more for me to learn before I make any decisions.
That's the key takeaway. Keep learning, keep researching, and talk to a specialist, a qualified financial professional, someone who can help you tailor a strategy that fits your needs.
It's all about taking action, putting that knowledge to work.
Exactly. Sometimes it means stepping outside your comfort zone and exploring those other options.
I'm definitely feeling more confident now, more empowered. After this deep dive into indexed annuities, who knew they were so interesting?
It's all about uncovering those hidden gems.
And challenging the status quo.
Absolutely.
To everyone listening, we hope you're feeling empowered too. This is your retirement, your future. You have the power to take control and make informed decisions.
So keep diving deep, keep learning, keep asking questions. You might be surprised by what you find.
Until next time, stay curious and stay informed.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder about all those hidden fees.
It does.
But hey, at least now we know. And knowledge is power, right?
Absolutely.
And that's why we do these deep dives, to empower you with information so you can make the best decisions for your retirement.
Exactly.
You're in the driver's seat.
So today, we went deep on indexed annuities, this other option for retirement planning.
That's a good one.
And honestly,
Greg,
before we started, I didn't even know they existed.
a lot of people don't.
But now I'm seeing how powerful they can be. Growth potential, downside protection, tax advantages.
All in one package.
It's pretty incredible.
It is.
But of course, this is just a starting point.
Yeah, always do your own research.
Talk to a financial advisor, someone who specializes in indexed annuities.
That's key.
They can help you figure out if they're right for you, and if so, which one is the best fit.
Everyone's situation is different.
Exactly. But hey, at least now you know about this other option, and you can make an informed decision.
That's what matters most.
Well, that about wraps things up for today.
It was a good one.
Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep diving deep.
We'll see you next time.